Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of Rhody College Football Game Day. Noah McLane, Jonny Blair to my left, Connor Derosia to my right. We have been with you all season long, and unfortunately, this is our last episode of this year's season. But don't worry, we have a lot of stuff to cover, and let's start with Jonny Blair to bring you some of that intro.
We're going to start with a recap of the 2023 season, and then we're going to say farewell to the 2023 seniors that won't be coming back next year. And then we're going to preview the next era of Rhody football, some of the up-and-coming players, and then also the next steps for the program. They got the new scoreboard. They're going to make some renovations to the stadium, and then, of course, our Rhody Game Day picks. But also, we are going to have some special guests, and Connor Derosia has more.
Yeah, as Jonny said, a bunch of special guests today. Starting off with band director Brian Cardani and football head coach Jim Fleming making his second appearance here on Rhody Game Day. And then we're going to follow that up with a special appearance from our wonderful Ramettes here. And some members of the 2023 senior class are going to join us. It's also important to mention, this is a Veterans Appreciation Game.
Absolutely. So there you have it. Lots of exciting stuff. The band, the Ramettes, us here, dare I say. And we will get all of that coming your way in just a few moments. Welcome back, everyone, here to the season finale of Rhody College Game Day. Noah McLane, Jonny Blair to my left, Connor Derosia on our right. And as we mentioned, this season is coming to a close, but man, there has been a lot to recap. We're going to recap some of the scores, but again, we do want to promote next week's game. This is not the season finale of all. This is just the home season finale. So make sure you stay tuned for next week's game and, of course, today's game, Military Appreciation Day. Connor Derosia on my right will take us through some of the wins, some of the losses, good, bad. What do you got for me?
Yeah, URI started off their first win week 2 versus Stony Brook in a 21-point victory. Followed it up week 3 versus Maine, a dominating 17-point win. Week 5 versus Bryant, URI really owns Rhode Island this year as they proved that week 6 at Brown in an all-time thriller. Week 9, we followed that up versus New Hampshire, getting a little revenge from last season where they broke our hearts. And now to recap some of the losses, week 1 versus Georgia State, a shootout, 42-35, really close game, really great game for the Rams to start out the season, just didn't end how we would like. Week 4 versus Villanova, one Rhode Island wants to forget. Week 7 versus Richmond, 24-17, close late. And then week 8 versus University of Albany, we also lost 35-10. It's important to keep in mind the losses of Richmond and Georgia State were both winnable games. We just couldn't come through in the end.
But you got to give credit where credit is due to teams like Villanova and UAlbany. They are both very well positioned near the top of the FCS. They can make a strong run in the playoffs if they get there, but we might be able to stop them if we get there. And then also the program flashes a lot of ability to compete at the FBS level, where we did lose to Georgia State week 1, but we also had over 500 yards of total offense in that game. And then also, as Connor mentioned, we own the state of Rhode Island. 5 straight Governor's Cups against Bryant, and then we'd have a stronghold of the Northeast of the New England area with wins against Maine, Bryant, and New Hampshire.
And there you have it, and we will bring you so much more as we will recap and continue to bring you some special guests in just a few moments on Rhody College Game Day. Welcome back, everybody, and as today is a great celebration, we do have a little bit of sadness, but this is not something to be too upset about. Our seniors are departing. This is the last home game that they will play here at Meade Stadium, but boy, have some of these seniors, all of these seniors, guys, put in blood, sweat, tears. That's a saying, but that is literal here at URI. We know the family, we know the culture here, and we're just going to highlight a couple of seniors here. Unfortunately, we can't name all of them. They will be honored in today's game. Please stay tuned for that, but let's start things off. One of the best quarterbacks I have the honor of saying goodbye to, Kasim Hill, one of the best quarterbacks. We've seen his name, guys, climb up those charts in so many categories. Jonny, we'll start with you. Another senior we're saying goodbye to.
The senior that I'm personally saying goodbye to is Jaden McKenzie, the running back. Big downhill power back, hits him where it hurts. He's going to be missed in this offense that's very run-heavy going forward. And I'm excited to see Gabe Sloat step up, but I'm also sad to see Jaden McKenzie go.
Yeah, my senior I'm saying goodbye to is Katero Summers, my personal favorite player on this offense. Anytime there's a big play needed, the ball is going to Katero. It's really going to suck not having him next year. We're going to need some guys to step up. And this offense and Rhody Nation as a whole is really going to miss Katero.
We are going to miss every single one of you seniors. Thank you so much for your contributions. And we got a lot more coming on Rhody College Game Day. Welcome back, everyone, here on Rhody College Game Day. Noah McLane, Connor Derosia, Jonny Blair rocking with you. Here at Meade Stadium, we know the seniors who we've talked about a lot today have contributed numerous times. But boy, guys, this is a special thing about this team. There are a lot of contributors that have stepped up on different age class, different sides of the ball. We have a lot of things to look forward to next season. We won't get too ahead of ourselves because we still do have a little bit of action, but let's preview just a little bit of the next era of Rhody football. Johnny, what do you have?
My first is running back Gabe Sloat. This offense has been very run heavy the past couple years. He's the next in line to take the mantle of the starting running back. I'm very excited to see what he does moving forward. And then also sticking on the offensive side, wide receiver Marquise Buchanan, Providence native, has taken a big leap in his redshirt sophomore year. He's a big part of this offense, and with Katero Summers leaving us, unfortunately, I'm excited to see what he can do moving forward.
A lot of young talent on this defense too, including outside linebacker AJ Pena, 7.5 sacks on the year. He's going to be going into his senior season. Look for him to be a leader on this defense, even more so next year when he's going to be probably the best player out there. And then cornerback Saeed Gibbs has kind of been a revelation for the University of Rhode Island Rams. He's a freshman and has 49 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 6 pass deflections. Look for him to only improve on this great freshman season. And then also, to wrap up, linebacker Declan Williams looks to be the heir to the Evan Stewart's defense as we're losing our best inside linebacker. And Declan Williams is 6th on the team in tackles and is going to need to take a big jump next year to fill those shoes.
And speaking of next year, we'll be back in just a few short moments to talk about the next steps and some exciting features that you may even get a little sneak peek of today when we come back on Rhody College Game Day.
Welcome back to Rhody Game Day. I'm Jonathan Blair along with Connor Derosia, and our very first special guest is Brian Cardney, the band director. And we have a couple questions for him. And the first one, I personally want to know this. What's your favorite song to play?
Wow, there's a lot of songs I like. I'm going to go with the band's favorite this year is Time Warp that we from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Any reason why?
Just there's a lot of energy, and it just right to the end, it's like it's just a lot of fun.
Awesome,
So, yeah.
awesome. And then, what does the pregame process look like for you and the band, like kind of getting ready for every game?
Well, we rehearse 3 times a week during the season, and then on the game day, we always have a morning rehearsal. Kind of go through everything again. Sometimes we'll have guests like the alumni band or high school students will join us. And then we get all suited up, and then we start our day, march around through campus, come in here, do pregame, and then off and running.
Awesome.
So, yep.
Awesome. Obviously, the band is a big part of the atmosphere in college football. Can you speak on what's been the most rewarding part of being kind of so closely knit with the football team here at URI?
Oh, we really do really appreciate the support that Coach Fleming and the team gives to the band, and we do feel like we're an important part of this whole situation. And it's great just to be part of something bigger than yourself. I think that's why a lot of us do this, and just to feel part of like the community of URI, kind of a deeper part than maybe the average student on campus might feel.
Awesome. It's obviously senior day here, but it's not only the players on the field. I'm sure you have seniors in the band. Can you speak on how you prepare them? Because this is an emotional day for some of them, I'm sure. Their last home football game. Can you speak on how you prepare them?
Well, I think we all go through it together. Because we all get it every year. It's like, please don't graduate. Stay one more year, it'd be great. Basically, I just try to just thank them and give them recognition and just really enjoy, and also hope that they come back, for Home Day next year. Yeah.
So as I said, the band is a vital part of the URI Football Game Day experience. Can you speak on how the community can better help the band and keep growing this culture and community you have going here?
One thing, they can come to our Pass and Review concert next Friday. We have an indoor concert at Fine Arts Center, 8 o'clock on Friday night, the 17th. We're going to go through all of our repertoire for the season. The drum line's going to play, the color guard's going to do a lot of great things in front, and it's going to be a real blast. So they come support that, and then maybe, I don't know, give us a little donation here and there, but it'll really be helpful. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you heard the man. Okay, be there. We want to thank you, Brian Cardney, for showing up here. If you can do anything to help the band, that would be greatly appreciated. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back.
Okay.
to Rhody Gameday. I'm Jonathan Blair, joined with Noah McLane, and the man who needs no introduction, the head coach of the URI Football Rams, Coach Jim Fleming. How are you doing today?
Let's get a little hand for those people.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Band, first class. Doing well. What a beautiful day we have for football. Couldn't ask for anything better. You know, we've been through some sloppy weather games, but this is the reward. Now we got to go out and play to represent this beautiful day.
Awesome. We want to thank you for taking the time to join us. We just have a couple of questions for you. The first one, you have decades of college coaching experience. What is something that you learned from this year about coaching or about the team or about yourself even?
You know, I mean, when you sit there and do it for as long as I have, each and every year presents, you know, different opportunities to learn and grow. You know, what this team has probably taught me, you know, is not just this season, but the overall contribution that these seniors are walking out of the Meade Stadium for possibly the last time. What they've been able to do with this program to elevate the facility, to elevate the standard of performance, to elevate the expectations that we have as a program here. And it's supported and continue to grow with, you know, not only us on the football field, this band is continuing to present us with a first-class opportunity, and now, you know, there's a bunch of growth. I guess the video board is working, so we're good to go.
It's looking good today. You've been a part of a coaching staff for many, many different football teams here, all over the place. What is something that this 2023 Rams team, that is something that separates them from other teams that you've coached?
You know, when I think about this team, I think about, you know, separation. You know, I think there's a continuation over the last 3 years or so. I think we've gotten better and better as we've gone through the process. You know, we've been able to handle adversity in a little bit better way. But what I learned from this team is that, you know, that when they go out and they play, you know, the way that they're capable, they're as good as anybody in the country.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all agree that the ability to handle adversity is something that is a major strength of this Rhode Island team. You were on our show 2 weeks ago. You took some more time out of your busy schedule to join us. You were 4-4 at the time going into the New Hampshire game. You won that game. What can you kind of speak to about the determination of the team for when you're at 4-4, maybe not at the best spot, to keep that determination going forward to build the best resume, to have the best season possible at any given point in the season?
Well, with any college football program, you want to first and foremost be a winning football team, which is what we put ourselves in position to do. Obviously, at 4-4 going into the New Hampshire game, I mean, really you could throw the records out the window. New Hampshire is one of those games that you're going to be prepared for, and one of those games that you know you have a really budding evil rivalry. I mean, it's one that we felt a lot of sting from 2 years ago. Came in, and really what I was looking for is to see us play our best game, and you know, I think we played our best game to date, you know, with the exception of, you know, a handful of things that happened that we can't afford in this game or going forward, you know, the blocked field goal, you know, the fake punt, those kinds of things need to be eliminated. So, I mean, ideally, our best game is still ahead of us, and that can come out today.
Yeah, we hope for it, right? We need every game's a must-win at this point.
Hope's on the
you
flag.
expect,
I
hope.
Yeah. It can hope, but I mean, we've got to be prepared and we got to execute. That's what it comes down to.
Well, since 2020, the Rams have had a 21-13 record, and their best season is a 7-4 campaign. Going forward, what do you think that we can do as a program to get over that 7-win hump?
You know, I've been talking about it for a long period of time, and we've advanced the program to a national level. I think we've got respect in conference. I think we have respect nationally. Now we need some assistance. You know, we need to be able to, you know, get our scholarships up to where they are, which it's even with the opponents that we play. You know, we need to be able to fund certain fundamental aspects of the program that are necessary for continued development, because at this level it's about bringing in good kids that believe in the University of Rhode Island and then developing them to their highest potential, and that includes, you know, year-round training. It requires summer school. It requires, you know, a large number of bodies to be able to fund financially and put a team together that can compete for and win championships, which is our major goal, is to put ourselves back up on that banner at some point in time.
Awesome. And then one last question. We've all heard the news. It started with the scoreboard, but now we're going to get some renovations to the rest of the stadium. Are you excited to be a part of that, walking into May Stadium for the first time with all these new renovations? What are you going to be feeling?
Well, that's I'm hoping I'm still breathing to that time. I think it's going to happen in a reasonable time. I'm being a little facetious, but I'm extremely excited. If we can sit here in a couple years and look out across the field and see a brand new east side of the stadium with a brand new press box, I think it's going to be remarkable, not only for the university, for the state. I think state championships will be played here. It'll be the premier facility, in the Northeast, and that's what I'm hoping to see, and really look forward to that. We've got a lot of time between now and then to figure out how it's going to happen, where are we going to play when it's going into construction. So there's a little bit of trepidation in terms of the unknowns, but at the same time, thank you, Governor McKee. Thank you, State House. Those people to be able to step up in the way they did is really remarkable and necessary. They're stepping up for their state institution, and we have a responsibility to represent the state on, as a football program each and every week in a representative fashion for what the state's about, which is a bunch of hardworking people that believe in success and believe in excellence, and that's what we're trying to produce.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank Coach Jim Fleming for taking the time to join us here on Rhody Gameday. We will be right back with so much more. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody. A huge shout out to everybody that has done an interview so far. Just wrapped up an interview with head coach Jim Fleming. And now we would like to thank some Ramettes members who are joining us on today's show. And we have a couple of questions for you guys. I promise we know it's cold. We will get you guys out of here. I'm cold myself, not just you. Don't worry. We'll get out of here as soon as we can. But first of all, the first question over here, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Brooke. I am a junior on the Ramettes, and I am the assistant captain of the dance.
Awesome. Well, assistant captain, question for you is, what is the game day preparation process like for the Ramettes squad?
So in August, our team travels to UDA camp to collect a large amount of the dances that we perform at game day. And then from there, through our practices twice a week, from around 7:30 to 10:30 is where we rehearse, clean everything up, and get them ready for the game.
Awesome. And question 2, can you first introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, a little bit about you?
Yeah, my name's Lauren Reagan. I'm a fourth-year senior on the team, and I'm from Long Island, New York.
And I know that the 2023 season is kind of just getting underway. There's a lot of stuff moving now into the basketball era. You guys have a lot of new dances all the time. I see you guys working on them. Do you have a new or maybe an old dance so far that in this 2023 season that you say, that's my favorite one? Yeah,
we've been loving our I Love Rock and Roll routine. It's a great spin-off on an 80s traditional song. We love dancing to it in both football and basketball season.
Awesome. Well, if you guys want to see it, definitely head here today or at the Bryan Center in just a few days for some more basketball. Now we're going to swing back over here. And, senior here, this is your senior year. As a senior experiencing this Rhody Football Senior Day, I know this is not necessarily senior day for you, but probably your last football game. What are some thoughts and emotions? You've kind of seen a lot of this stuff go on. What's going through your head today?
I mean, it's definitely a bittersweet experience. I mean, I'm surrounded by my closest friends and family, and getting to perform one last time at Meade Stadium is really something so special, but it's definitely a little sad, but we still have basketball season, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Well, amen to basketball season. And finally, if you can just introduce yourself, and we'll have number 4 here.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm a fourth-year senior on the team, and I'm from Massachusetts.
Awesome. And for the question we have is, as the Ramettes are kind of a vital part of game day experience, how do you guys engage the community aspect? Obviously, you guys are there to work on your skills, keep yourselves healthy, but really you guys are engaging during that time when play is not going. You guys are the stars. How does that work?
So we definitely try to engage with the crowd. We take part in the Minute of Mayhem, where we interact by throwing T-shirts, and we kind of get to engage with people. And it's nice when you see your family and your friends in the crowd too, because it kind of gives something to throw too. It's fun. We also do different sidelines to keep the crowd entertained throughout the game and things like that. So we try to keep the game engaging when obviously plays aren't going on and things like that.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much. And a lot of people, we got to give recognition to, of course, everybody here that is part of this production, but these girls go in, they work in, day out. They are in Mackle Fieldhouse practicing. They don't even have a practice facility. That doesn't stop them, though. They are on their A game, and if you guys want to see them, make sure to stop by later today or at the Ryan Center later this season for basketball. I promise you do not want to miss it. We'll be back with more on Rhody College Game Day. Welcome back, everyone, here as we are going to talk about some of the next steps in Rhody football program. Let's talk about the renovations being made to Meade Stadium. Of course, as we just talked about in our interview with head coach Jim Fleming, we don't exactly know when those renovations will come, but one renovation that has been awaiting a long time for, and we finally can see it behind us, the beautiful video board will be in action today. Jonny Blair bringing us more.
I think the next big crucial part is replacing the seniors that are leaving us this year. We have a lot of seniors going, so it's going to be very important that we maximize the high school recruits that we get, maximize the use of the transfer portal, and then also developing the players that are young and are going to be mainstays going forward for this program.
Yeah, looking forward to the 2024 season. URI has 4 games already scheduled. Starting off with our season opener, August 31st versus Holy Cross. And then September 7th, big matchup versus FBS Minnesota. October 12th versus Brown, and then one more matchup versus Bryant as always.
And that is what your next steps will look like for the Rhode Island Rams in the future. We got just a few more things coming your way on the final episode of Rhody College Game Day. Welcome back, everybody, here to Rhody College Game Day. On my right, Connor Derosia. On my left, Jonny Blair. Myself, Noah McLane. And as we prepare to say farewell to this 2023 season, we would like to make one final pick for your game day stuff. And those game day picks look like this. Gentlemen, which player, Jonny, do you think scores the first touchdown?
It's a tough call. There's so many weapons on this offense, but I'm going to go with the senior in his last game in a Rhode Island uniform, Darius Savage, or not last game in a Rhode Island uniform, last game in Meade Stadium, I should say. Darius Savage in his last home game as a Ram gets the first touchdown of the game.
There you have it. Connor, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go with the 4-touchdown man, Jaden McKenzie. This North Carolina A&T defense giving up 5.4 yards per carry and 14 touchdowns on the season. Look for Jaden McKenzie to be rejuvenated after this long bye week we just had.
And, well, we are talking about that rushing. We know it's a cold morning, and I know Kasim Hill loves to throw the football, but I'm actually going to say he's going to sneak one in for maybe a 5 or 6 yard touchdown, get things started off early. Next question, we'll go right to left this time. Connor, which player has the breakout performance of the week?
I'm going to look on the defensive side of the ball. Our best interior linebacker, Evan Stewart. This North Carolina A&T team runs the ball a lot. 3 backs with 50-plus carries, 2 with 80-plus. So look for Evan Stewart to be double digits in the tackle category and be a real game changer for this Rhode Island defense.
Jonny?
I'm going to go with the redshirt freshman, rookie of the year. I'm going to go with Marquise Buchanan. Lining up across from Darius Savage. He's been a little bit slow over the past few weeks, but he's still a big part of this offense. I think he has a big day today.
And to keep it short and sweet, AJ Pena is my pick for the breakout player of the week. He's been fantastic in just about everything he's done. Final score prediction, we'll go left to right this time. Jonny, what do you have for me today?
I'm thinking it's gonna be 30-7, Rams on top. We go to Towson and we take that win too.
There you have it, Connor Derosia.
Yeah, I'm going to go 31-10. Changing my previous score prediction I wrote down, but 31-10. I think this defense is really going to hold this A&T offense to not much.
And I am going to go with a final score prediction of 27-3. Hold them to a single field goal. The Rams make a statement. Those seniors say, our house, our game. And one final game to come against Towson. I say URI goes down there and gets things done. That will do it for us here at Rhody College Game Day. Again, Connor Derosia, Jonny Blair, and Noah McLane, thank you so much. Welcome back, everybody, here to our final episode of Rhody College Game Day. Noah McLane, Jonny Blair, and Connor Derosia. It has been an honor to bring you all this production all season long. We would like to thank everybody involved that is here today. Mason Smoller, who has been behind the camera, behind the script, behind the scenes, that is your man with a plan. We would like to say thank you so much. And for now, we will see you guys next year. Stick around. We will be bringing you a lot more. But for now, again, Jonny Blair to my left, Connor Derosia to my right. I'm Noah McLane saying stay safe, stay dry, and see you next year, everybody.